So a client of mine asked me this question, and I get asked this question a lot. And so I thought it would be good to record a video just so the rest of you can learn. So the question that they asked was, is it safe to lose 10 pounds in a month? And, I don't get asked this exact question, but I do get asked what is the safest rate of weight loss quite a bit. And so I want to unpack just briefly what the safest rate of weight loss is, what the range is, and then also just some considerations along the way. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Justin Cutler. I'm the founder of Empower Inc. Coaching. I founded this company because I know what it's like to feel lost in your health and fitness journey and to really not know where to go. And I don't want you to be one of those people. So number one, just to answer the question directly, is that a safe rate of weight loss? I would say yes, but that is tipping the scales towards too fast. And here's why. Most of the time when people want to lose weight, it's not just so they can weigh less. The reason why they want to lose weight is so they can have a different looking body. They want to be leaner, they want to be more toned, muscular, feel better. And what they usually fail to realize is while the scale is one metric that you can and in some cases should track when you're losing body fat, it doesn't really show you a complete picture. So I actually have a short story for this. I had a client one time and she came to me and said, I want to get down to 135 pounds because that's where I was comfortable at in the past. Great, okay. I think she was weighing like in the 160s. So she had a decent amount of weight to lose. And candidly, her body composition needed some work. Like you could tell it was kind of that like skinny fat, like she wasn't like largely overweight, but she didn't have any kind of tone or anything like that, right? So we did. So we got down to 135 pounds. And it didn't take very long of her being down there to realize that was way too small for her frame because she didn't feel very good. Like her energy wasn't very good. She didn't really look the way she expected to look at 135 pounds. And she wasn't really enjoying the process. And so being the coach that I am, I just, okay, if that's what you want, let's get down there. And then I patiently waited for her to come to her own realizations about that. And she ended up sharing with me that she felt like she needed to actually gain some weight to get back to a comfortable weight. So fast forward, several months. She got back up to, I think it was around like 145 or 150. So this is 10 to 15 pounds heavier than what she thought she was supposed to weigh. And she was even healthier than she initially expected to be and feel at 135 pounds. This just goes to show you that we are most of the time way off on what we think we should weigh to be healthy, myself included. Myself, for example, I'm actually the heaviest I've ever been, sitting around 215 pounds. Normally, and really for the last 10 years or so, I walked around at between 195 and 200. It would kind of vary. And I used to try to keep my body weight down around that level because it would enable me to be leaner. And I was relatively lean. But what I've realized is even though I've gained about 20 more pounds to my frame, I actually have about the same level of body fat. And this just goes to show that the scale really does not show you a complete picture because you have how much you weigh and you have your body composition, meaning your body fat and your muscle mass. And I am living proof that you can weigh completely different or stay the same, and yet your body composition is improving. So this is something we really need to keep in mind when we want to lose weight because you can lose body weight. And sometimes if we are too focused on that, just on changing the number on the scale, what can decrease along with our body weight is our muscle mass. And the reason why that can be a problem is the more muscle mass you carry, by nature, your body has to spend or burn more calories just to keep that muscle mass alive. And if you are looking to stay leaner longer, like over a longer time horizon, we need to keep muscle mass at the center focus. Because you can lose a bunch of weight, but if you lose muscle mass with that, then your body's not burning as many calories throughout the day, and it's going to make it easier for you to regain more weight in the future. And so the two reasons we want to stick to safer rates of weight loss. Number one is, like I said, we want to do everything we can to preserve as much lean muscle mass as we can. So that way your lower body fat percentage actually sticks. Number two, and this is really the hidden benefit, but I would argue is more important, is that slow progress is the progress that actually sticks around. And the main reason why is in the slower progress, you have to adopt actual healthy habits that you can sustain through a lifetime. Whereas, these 21-day crash diets and things that may get you results really fast, they don't really focus on those long-term habits. They just focus on getting you results quickly. And listen, don't get me wrong. If you got a vacation coming up in Cabo and you just want to look a little bit leaner for that, by all means, feel free to do those kind of crash diets to lose those extra few pounds. But if you're looking to have long-lasting health, it really needs to be habit-focused. And habits take time to build. So this takes some patience. And the reality is, again, you have to tie it back to the main reason you wanted to lose weight in the first place. And it wasn't just to be a smaller version of yourself. It was to change your body composition, lower body fat, higher muscle mass, right? Yes, even for you ladies, because in order to be toned, I got news for you, you have to build muscle mass, okay? And so what you're going to find happen is if you have a good amount of weight to lose, initially you will lose body weight. But what's going to happen is you're going to start to see that level off, and maybe it's going to vary a little bit. This is more often than not the time that you're actually settling in to the body weight that you're comfortable at, that your body is meant to be. But your body composition can and usually totally will still change in that time. I mentioned how I was anywhere between 195 and 200 pounds for about 10 years. Even though my body weight didn't change very much, really hardly at all, my body composition, my muscle mass and my fat mass changed quite a bit in that time. And this is why you have to keep a loose grip on the scale. Because again, like I keep saying, it doesn't give you a complete picture. And there will come a day where the scale will stop giving you results that you're looking for. And you really have to start looking at things like pictures, inches, body fat percentage, muscle mass, how you feel. Those kinds of things become more of a priority and really become more center focus, because again, you will stop losing body weight at some point. Ideally, right? Like there needs to be an end game there, because if you just keep losing, you'll wither away into nothing. The problem is, even though we know that end point comes a lot sooner than we think it is. And a lot of people that think they have to weigh, 135 pounds to be their healthy look, really they end up weighing 150, right, for example. So I hope this helps. When it comes to weight loss, just keep in mind it's an incomplete picture, and you need to stay very connected to the reason why you wanted to lose weight to begin with. And again, chances are it probably wasn't because you just want to be smaller. You want to look and feel healthier.